Hello everyone, I am Manas, software developer at Adobe, and I am here with my colleagues Dinesh and Raghav to talk about accelerating transition to AEM as a cloud service. In this presentation, I will be providing a brief overview of how to better plan your transition to AEM as a cloud service using Cloud Acceleration Manager. I will also talk about the various code refactoring tools and how to leverage them to reduce your overall transition effort. Cloud Acceleration Manager or CAM is a cloud based application designed to guide your customer IT teams throughout the transition journey, starting from planning to go live on cloud service. A typical transition journey for an existing AEM customer would include the following phases: the readiness phase, where you check your readiness to move from your existing AEM version to cloud service and determine areas that will require refactoring to be compatible with AEM as a cloud service. The implementation phase includes the transfer of your content from existing AEM instance to your cloud service instance, as well as refactoring your code to be cloud service compliant. This will be followed by the go live and post go live or optimization phases. CAM simplifies this whole process. CAM is an easy to run self service assessment tool that helps you plan better and smarter. It enables you to understand the estimated complexity for moving to cloud service with detailed custom reports. It also helps you streamline the move with end to end guidance. CAM leverages the best practice analyzer to identify areas of potential refactoring and mitigate any complexities upfront. Moving on to the code refactoring tools, these tools help make your code resilient, secure, and compliant to guidelines. I will be providing a brief overview about the various tools that are currently available. The first tool I'm talking about is repository modernizing. So, why do we need this tool? AEM as a cloud service brings many new features and possibilities into your AEM projects. However, there are some changes required to your existing Maven projects to be compatible with AEM cloud service. AEM requires a separation of code and content into discrete subpackages to respect the split between mutable and immutable content, which means a single content package cannot deploy to both mutable and immutable areas of the repository. Repository Modernizer restructures given Maven projects into cloud service compatible structure, which respects the split of mutable and immutable content. It also creates the recommended deployment structure. Here we can see the recommended deployment structure. There is the UI apps package, which contains all the customer front end libraries, the Java bundles, the OSGI configurations, Oak indexes, all packaged under one content package. There's also the mutable content package or the UI content package. It contains everything else, which primarily includes your component specific configurations or your content. Finally, all of this is packaged in the all content package. Moving on to Dispatcher Converter. Dispatcher is AEM's caching and load balancing tool, and it also helps secure your externally facing published websites. To harden deployments on cloud service, dispatcher configuration should adhere to certain guidelines. Some structural and naming conventions should also be enforced. Dispatcher converter transforms your existing on-premise or Adobe Managed Services dispatcher configurations to AEM as a cloud service compatible dispatcher configurations. Moving on to the next tool, Index Converter. So very often in our previous versions of AEM, we saw customer created indexes which do not follow the best practices. This inevitably ends up creating issues down the line. So we needed to enforce some checks to ensure the sanity of custom indexes. Also, proper naming conventions for indexes need to be followed so that they do not conflict with out-of-the-box indexes. Index Converter is an utility developed to migrate a customer's index definitions in preparation for the move to AEM as a cloud service. This will also handle the legacy ensure definitions which customers were previously using. The next tool is Workflow Migrator. In AEM as a cloud service, heavy asset processing workflows have been offloaded to Asset Compute Service. Custom workflows are now supported only using post processing workflow configurations. So, the Workflow Migrator tool is used to automatically migrate asset processing workflows from existing AEM deployments to processing profiles. It also creates OSGI configurations for the custom workflow runner and transforms existing workflow models to remove all unsupported steps on AEM as a cloud service. Now we have these tools, but having disjoint tools doesn't necessarily make the transition easier. We need to ensure that the tools are easy to install and use. Standalone tools would increase the complexity of usage, with each tool having its own execution requirement, varying installation processes, different environment requirements. Such tools would also differ in how they work with inconsistent user experience and execution process. To mitigate these concerns, we have created an Adobe IO CLI plugin that serves as a wrapper for all the code refactoring tools. It provides the following benefits: consistent user experience across all tools, simplifies the process of installing or updating the tools. Also, adding new tools in future is easy due to the extensibility of the underlying framework. So this is a typical experience for user. User installs the plugin, adds the configuration for the tools that they want to execute, and finally they execute the relevant command. Based on the command executed, the underlying tool, code refactoring tool, is executed on the local code base, and the output can then be verified and deployed. Here are some technical Here is some technical overview of our plugin. So it is an Adobe IO CLI plugin. It is built on Node.js based Open CLI framework, and it is designed to be extensible. So future addition of tools is very easy. There are no authentication or authorization requirements. This plugin will be executed on local code base on local machine. There is only one common configuration file for all tools, and user only needs to configure whatever tool they want to use. Now let us jump into the demos prepared by Vaibhav and Dinesh to see these tools in action.
Thanks, Manas. Let's go through the demo now. Hi, let's understand the working of AEM as a cloud service code refactoring tools using Adobe IO CLI plugin as a wrapper. Given we have first installed Adobe IO Extensible CLI, the AEM Cloud Migration plugin can be installed and updated using the install command with the package name as given. All the code refactoring tools can be executed with their commands available. Starting with the repository modernizer, which changes the existing AEM Maven projects to be AEM as a cloud service compatible by ensuring that they honor the split of mutable and the immutable content. Dependencies are established to create non-conflicting deterministic deployment, and finally packaged in a deployable structure. Before running the tool, make sure that I've added all the details to the repository modernizer in the common config YAML file, like the group ID, the parent POM path, the resulting artifact ID, app title, and the version for parent POM. Similar details to the all artifact, the project path, existing content package folder to segregate mutable and the immutable content, and the core bundle. Finally, to run repository modernizer, use the corresponding command under AEM migration. Once the execution is successful, we can go to the project structure under the target folder in the same directory where the command was run. Here, all the immutable code and configs are separated under UI apps, core, and the UI config folder, and all the mutable content is placed under UI.content module. Also, these are embedded as sub packages in the all artifact with their dependencies added in the end. The tool also generates a report which can be used to see all these changes in details. To verify the sanity of the build, we can also run maven verify command in the generated folder. Now, if you wish to run Assets Workflow Migrator, the Workflow Migrator command can help you achieve that. The tool would make sure that asset processing workflows on non-cloud instances are migrated to processing profiles and OSGI configs, which are further processed by AEM Assets Computing Service. The tool works by disabling launchers as they are not supported on AEM as a cloud service. All the unsupported steps would be removed from workflow model. In case if there are some custom steps, an OSGI configuration would be created for custom workflow runner to run once Asset Compute Service has done its job. One example for this would be adding enterprise level details to the assets. Finally, processing profiles would be created for all the out-of-box supported steps. All these steps would be listed in migration report. And the immutable content would be placed under apps and the mutable content would be placed under content. We just need to make sure that we have added the path to the workflow project. The tool then scans for launchers and model related to assets present in the repository. Let's now run the tool. Now, once the migration is successful, AEM Cloud Migration apps and content will be created as needed. Here, custom workflow runner configuration is created for update asset model. The migration report generated will tell us about the projects created, the launchers which are disabled, custom workflow runner configurations, the processes which are removed because they are not supported on AEM as a cloud service, and finally, if there are no migration issues, this is what is displayed. Moving on, AEM as a cloud service also brings notable changes to how Apache and dispatcher configurations can be structured so that they can be deployed on the cloud. These change lists are that some Apache directories are not allowed, like listen and log level. To verify this, I've downloaded the latest dispatcher SDK, and we can use allow list command under the validator to see if this is contained. We can see rewrite to see how many directives are there starting with rewrite. Then the naming of the files are important. Then there is this extra validation which has been put to disallow the globe pattern. Also, all the virtual host sections should refer to port 80. I have an AMS project configured here, and since the configuration of the AMS project is simple and standard, it only requires the path of the project to be configured here. SDK SRC is the path of the SDK downloaded from the Adobe Software Distribution Portal. We can run the tool using dispatcher converter command. Console logs are shown here if any, and the migration report will contain all the changes that are done by the tool during migration. These changes include the unused files are deleted, the include statements are replaced properly, and the symlinks are created here. The changes can be validated using the validate script, supplying the path of the output folder, and make sure that the Docker is running locally. During the validation, there are multiple phases, where phase 1 will check for allow list directives. Phase 2 checks for Apache syntax by starting the Docker image, and phase 3 finally checks for immutability checks so that no files provided by Adobe are overridden.
Thanks Dinesh. Hey everyone, I am Vaibhav working as computer scientist with Adobe since 5 years, going to demonstrate Index Converter. It provides the capability to transform on-premise custom OAK-index definitions to AEM as a cloud service compatible OAK-index definition. Custom OAK-index definitions are categorized as custom OOTB OAK-index definitions. Second one, newly created OAK-index definitions. There are two ways to create custom OAK-index definitions, either under apps or directly under OAK-index path. Let's see how it works. First, handle ensure definitions. Ensure index is another way to create OAK-index under /apps. Ensure indexes are not supported on AEM as a cloud service, so this utility first transforms these indexes into regular OAK-index definitions. Utility performs these steps to achieve the same. Second one, handle custom OOTB OAK-index definition. It parses those custom OOTB indexes and fetch the associated OOTB index, then compare both and retrieve the delta. This delta is the customization done by the customer. This utility validates the delta and merges to the associated OOTB index present on AEM as a cloud service. The new name of the custom OOTB index will be like this. Similarly, it transforms newly created custom OAK-index definition. And the last step to update the path in filter.xml. Here you can see it will update the path from this to this. Let's see the execution of index converter tool. Here I have the code base where customer has created the custom indexes under apps and directly modified into OAK-index path as well. So here you can see customer has created the ensure indexes and directly modified under OAK-index path. Let's run the index converter tool. Before running the command, we need to provide the required path and fields in the configuration file. For the demonstration purpose, I have already populated this file with the required values. So here this is the path for the ensure indexes, AEM version, and the custom index path along with the filter.xml path. Now we can run the command. Here in the summary of that command, you can check the path of the report, you can check the path of logs. So in the target, you can get all the information, those indexes who were initially as a ensure indexes after the conversion, final content.xml file. After running the tool, we can check the index conversion report. In that report, you can see tool detected two indexes, social machine and custom index. Social machine is custom OOTB index and custom index is newly created custom index. After the transformation, it has converted social machine to social machine hyphen custom hyphen 1. Similarly, for the custom index, it has converted custom to custom index hyphen custom 1. It has updated the path of those indexes in the filter.xml as well. For more detail, you can check result.log file. Here you can see whatever the operation that tool performs, either deleting any properties, updating any properties. So far we have seen how we can run these tools separately. To cut the cumbersome, we have provided the way to run all those tools through a single command as well. Here you can see the command So command is AIO AEM migration all. In case of AMS, we need to pass the additional parameter. So the parameter will be this in case of AMS. In case of on-premise, the parameter will be this. Before running the all command, we need to provide the required values in this configuration file. Now we can run the command. In this command, as you can see, I am providing the additional parameter for AMS. In the summary of this command, here you can see it is executing dispatcher converter, repo modernizer, index converter. But for workflow migrator, it is giving this message. Since we don't have any information, no customization for workflow migrator. In the target folder, as you can see, it has created folder for each tool, dispatcher, index. In the result.log, you can see whatever the operations that tool performed. So each and every minute detail we can see in this log file. Thanks everyone. So we are open for Q&A. If you have any query, then you can ask. Feel free to ask us.
Here are some links that might be useful. Uh, they are the links to our public documentation, GitHub repositories, and some Medium articles. GitHub repositories explain the working of each tools, and there are some Medium articles which explain the workings as well as have some videos explaining how to properly configure them and use them. For those who wish to continue the conversation after this presentation, please head to the Adobe Experience League forum, where you can also catch other session replays, tutorials, and courses. Finally, before concluding, I would like to thank everyone for your time and interest in our presentation.